Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is lisaphan, and today I thought I'd bring back an old video from about a year ago. I've been seeing these kind of leak around ever since quarantine started, and I'll be doing, of course, as you can see by the title, an assumptions about me video because for funsies. I'd say I'm pretty an open book, so let's see what you guys assume about me here. I just have the questionnaire pulled up for my Insta stories. So one really big and major assumption that you guys made about me were that I'm rich. Literally all over the question responses are, you're rich, you're hella rich, you are loaded with money. So I would say I myself make a decent amount of money off of YouTube and everything I do with brand deals and whatever, but I also come from immigrant parents that have a nail salon, so only recently has my life been pretty financially stable. I mean, I don't know what you guys think hella rich is, because I feel like I go to school with a lot of like international kids. Their parents are like celebrity realtors or lawyers, but I guess you could categorize me, I know middle class is not it, but maybe upper middle class, especially for the area I grew up in. But I think the fact that you guys see me with all of my bags, that might influence you to think that I'm like loaded, but I don't spend money on anything else. I'm not in any place, or I don't want to buy a house like every other teen YouTuber. I'm still in school, so all my expenses really just come down to school expenses and the things I like, which are handbags. So it might look like I am loaded. I can see that. I can definitely see where you guys are coming from. I won't debunk that, but I will tell you that I'm very normal compared to what rich people actually are. Like, I did not, again, if you guys watched my freshman year video, I didn't really understand what rich people were until I went to college, and yeah, so I wouldn't say I'm that rich, but I would not say I'm middle class, because that's just offensive. Like, I see all the TikToks of people being like, oh, middle class check. Like, bitch, no, you're not. That's not what middle class looks like. I don't really know if that answers that assumption or really explains anything. I externally look very head ass, might I say. I might look a little stuck up, to be honest, but I'm just a huge fan of luxury goods, as you can see. My shoes that I'm really proud of, and my bag, actually my parents bought me that one. So anywho, I don't know. I feel like I'm just like the typical Vietnamese child with parents with a nail salon. Like, I'm very that typical. I don't know. A lot of you guys also said that I actually have my life put together, and even when I did this with my friends, like I did the little Snapchat thing, I didn't post it on TikTok or anything, but I just asked my friends that I'm the CEO of what, and a few of them have said that you're the CEO of having your shit together, of me like being a really put together person. But let me tell you, I'm the messiest bitch you'll ever meet. I think it's because I think I fake it till I make it, and if I just present myself in a way that makes people think that I have my stuff together, I feel a little more accomplished and productive, I guess, or maybe mature. I know how to like present myself well. I'm kind of just like making sure I guess have my life together when it gets busier, because I only have so much more that's gonna go on in my life throughout my college career with co-op and everything like that. So I'm just training myself to feel good even if I'm not. Like, I let myself feel at the end of the day, but for the most part, I'm just gonna fake it till I make it. And it's been working, I guess, sort of. I mean, it works out for me, but I do not have everything in my life together for sure. Yeah, more stuff like you're stuck up, but someone else also said that I'm humble, like I'm independent. Yeah, I'm pretty independent, I'd say. That's a true one. I'm outgoing. Oh. I feel like I am outgoing because I definitely am an extrovert, but I think about 30% introverted, and I could definitely be ambivert at the same time. I don't really know. But in the past year of college, I feel like I definitely, given the setting, am either or. For the most part, I feel like I'm very extroverted and outgoing at networking events and trying to get to know more of the student body. But if you put me in a situation where my friends are like saying hi to someone I don't know in the middle of us walking to some place like on campus, I won't be the one to be reaching out and like introducing myself. I'll kind of just like hide in the shadow and feel a little awkward. I don't know. I always get super anxious these days. Like I don't like get anxiety, but I just get a little nervous doing things. So you just have to like meet me at the right time and I'll give you my full energy. But for some reason, I've been developing very shy tendencies, which has never happened before. The next assumption, it says you've grown up really quickly and you haven't enjoyed your teen years. I feel like this is pretty true. I haven't done too many things that a normal kid kid does. I never really had sleepovers until like going off to college and having like sleeping in a dorm, going on trips with my friends and stuff like that. So I definitely did not have the same life as a normal teenager in the suburbs. I didn't really go to high school parties, nor was I ever really someone that people would invite. So that's just another story within itself. I don't know if it's a bad thing that I grew up pretty quickly, because I feel like it would have been a waste of time if I had spent my high school years doing like the normal teen things. I'm very independent. I've always wanted to make a life for myself. So I think everything I did in high school definitely led up to the point where I am now, which probably wouldn't have been possible if I was really focused on being a child only. So I think I enjoyed whatever I could take out of it, and for the most part worked really hard to be independent and pay for my own things and go off to college not needing my parents' help with anything besides, you know, tuition. But I'm working on the tuition, don't you worry, but for now it's a bit too hefty for me. So some of you guys also said that I'm materialistic, that I changed during my transition to college, and that I suddenly got rich after going to college. Well, those are very different combinations of assumptions. First of all, materialistic. I think I am a little bit materialistic in a sense where I like to buy nice things for myself, but never do I want people to like gift me things. If you guys have ever taken the love language test, you guys would know like the 5 love languages, and even between like friend relationships and like if I'm ever single or in a relationship, like all of it comes down to 0% for gifting, because I don't really think gifts do that much. I like giving people things, but I personally don't think receiving things doesn't ever make me feel some type of way. It's more about quality time with me, acts of service. That's what I prefer. And so if someone really wants to tell me that they enjoy me as a person or a friend, they do something for me or help me out with something, and I think that expresses it well enough. Gifts to me are just kind of like, oh, I mean, I appreciate it, but it doesn't really do that much for my soul. I don't think I'm materialistic in that sense, but I definitely do enjoy my simple luxuries in life, whether it's like a nice lipstick bullet or a nice dress or a bag. For the most part, materialistic in a sense where I like to buy things for myself, but I definitely prefer quality time and acts of service when it comes to my relationship with other people. But I also got a lot about my transition to college. A lot of you guys definitely saw me change mentally and kind of not like physically, but like my style maybe changed with my posts. And you guys have to understand that I grew up living in the middle of nowhere, and I didn't have like the coolest stores to go to. I wasn't exposed to too many different types of fashion pieces and people wearing really nice things. So honestly, I think like college just influenced me in the brands I really looked at all the time, because from time to time I would definitely go to like nice designer stores with my family, but maybe like once a month, once every 2 months maybe, and then on vacation we would. But I never had the opportunity to like go to the store because it was never close to me, and so I think that's why I never bought anything nice that often. And I also knew once I committed to Northeastern that I'd be going to London, and so I was saving up my money throughout summer so that I can use during college or during that semester, because I knew shopping luxury in Europe was a lot cheaper or just less expensive than shopping in the US, just because of taxes and manufacturing. It's all in Europe. So I got my tax back and it was just a lot less expensive to shop there, and so I just saved up to do that. And I kind of think that's why you guys assume that I suddenly was into luxury brands, but I definitely had my fair share of shopping with my parents growing up, so I kind of let myself go and treat myself a lot last semester. I don't do it too often. Now that I'm home, I literally don't buy anything else besides groceries, and that's kind of like the norm for me. And I definitely changed in a more positive way mentally going to college, because I got to get out of like the normal environment I'm usually in that was just uninspiring, unstimulating, and the community I grew up around was just not super diverse, and it was just not, I don't really know. I think the change of scenery, environment, and people after college definitely made me a better person. Mentally, I was happier, more positive, and since the semester's over, like the school year's over, I really haven't bought anything besides groceries, and currently sipping iced tea from Chick-fil-A, so. A lot of you guys also said that I'm an ABG, which if you don't know, an ABG is an Asian baby girl, and it's a stereotypical type of girl. You know, the one that has blonde hair, lashes, heavy makeup, raves, jewels, drinks, parties, probably in an Asian sorority, tattoos, piercings, like you're a baddie Asian girl, I guess. But I think I get that assumption a lot because I wear makeup and I dyed my hair. But I don't think any of the other qualities when it comes down to ABG do I ever match up, and never am I ever in like an ABG compilation video, which I am so blessed to never be in those, because I could never ever define myself as an ABG. I definitely have my tendencies when it comes to like my external look, but I don't think I ever come off that way. I hope I don't never come off that way, because I don't know if anyone ever takes it as like a compliment. I guess the makeup style is really pretty and like cute for clubbing and going out, but that's just not my personality, so I don't think I would ever accept that as a compliment. I see where some people are coming from. Some people just don't understand the culture of ABG, but I don't know. Maybe it's like it depends on where you live and where you grew up, I guess, your opinion on being an ABG. But bitches that hashtag ABG in their own photos and call themselves an ABG, I don't really know what to call that. The whole stereotyping of Asians just confuses me sometimes, and I don't really know what's good or bad, so I kind of just go with the flow. It is my community, so I feel like I have my set opinions on it. And now I think the last assumption I'm gonna respond to today is that I no longer am close with high school friends, and just stuff regarding friends and making people feel included. I think someone said I don't really care about others, which is depressing. But when it comes to high school, I think I already explained this before in previous like Instagram posts and stories. I don't think I ever understood what a really close like best friend was, because I did have friends for a prolonged period of time, but I think it was just that way because of the high school I was at. The only thing that kept us in common were like our classes, and because we went to the same high school, so like we could talk about those things together and help each other out, which I was fine with, and they had like easy to get along with personalities. But I don't think we have, like my friends and I from high school, some just don't have the same goals as me or haven't matured the same way as I have, because I just have different ideas of what I want to do with my life. I feel like my high school was just semi like unstimulating if I never like took advantage of all the AP classes and just higher level learning and did stuff outside of school. The people there just are not as interesting to me. Like I had some pretty dry ass conversations in high school, besides like a set amount of people, and they know who they are, who are so fun to talk to, and I can just talk to them for hours. I mean, I'll always be appreciative of my experiences in high school, but they definitely don't define me, and those friends will never be like as close as I want them to be. And then also, you guys said that I don't care about others. One of you guys said that I don't care about others when it comes down to like the influencer world. You guys mentioned a brand that I just don't associate myself with anymore, so I'm not gonna talk about that. But actually, I think when it comes down to the influencer world, I'm the one on the outside. Never have I ever felt very included in anything like super niche in a community. I feel like I basically float around on YouTube as just like this one bubble, just going about with individual friendships, because I never associate myself with big groups of people. I've tried and it just doesn't work out, and in the end I just feel bad about myself, so I just stopped trying to be friends with people that don't want to be friends with me. Just to let you guys in on some tea, just people just aren't the same as they are online sometimes, and you just shouldn't set yourself up for that kind of disappointment, because it actually is quite sad when you like look up to these other creators that you may want to be friends with and hopefully share a common interest of like making online content. But since it's so saturated with content these days, people definitely only hang out with a certain type of person, and it's very weird to notice that. I never even noticed that I was different from other YouTubers until I went on brand trips. Like I didn't realize people only hung out with, you know, people who look like them, people who have like similar following number wise, and it's just a weird environment. I remember going my first few brand trips, and it was just like, I think I only ever went and agreed because I liked the fact that I can go make content and hopefully make a friend, but each and every time it only disappointed me more. Like of course I made some friendships on the way, really good ones that I still have, but for the most part I just know so much about other people's personalities that I can never just be okay with, like if I sat in a conversation where someone was praising one creator that I've met in real life that I got disappointed by, I'm just like, I kind of wish it was that way. I kind of wish almost sometimes that I never met some of the influencers I have, because I was the one that was on the outside all the time, and because I've always felt left out in those certain communities, I never want to be the one to leave people out. And so I definitely work on making sure I am nice to everyone and include everyone in conversations, and I think I do that through my work in college. Industry like this is very toxic if you don't find the right people to talk to about it, and I definitely have my college life, which keeps me really balanced, and I don't focus my entire life on YouTube, because if I did, I think I'd actually drown every single day in my thoughts. I definitely was naive when I was younger, and I had like a certain mindset, but now that I know, I just don't set myself up for that kind of disappointment. So that completes my assumptions video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something new about me. I just really liked talking with you guys and just getting to know, just sharing more of my life with you all, because I feel like I need to talk to you guys on a more personal level, know me as a person, maybe just not the girl that made the how to get straight A's video and definitely just did not get straight A's in college. So yeah, anyway, that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys then.
Next day you forgot, thought I told you that this my niche, play my role, what you hold, little boy best on reach. Your shit dirt, you get curved, I just saw and reap. With that ease, hella clean, rips all on your knees. That's That's that work when you hurt, my head full of steam. I got lucid dreams, I make movie scenes.